Hello.
Me planning my suicide.
Way to open it. That was, dude, that's such a dark meme.
Yeah, it is.
For reference, he was looking up, it's been a not good week.
Yeah.
The wreckage of my life continues.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. But he was looking up, like, funny Canadian sad memes.
Yeah.
And it was just a goose that said, I'm getting closer to committing suicide. We were like, what?
The other joke I was making was more for you, but I'll tell them too. We have that timer there, and he was waiting to do the clap, and he's like, "I'm gonna wait till 30," and I was like, "Me planning my suicide." We're in the first 10 minutes demonetized immediately. We're not even monetized, so it's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm almost 34. I'm bad at planning.
And turn off the speakers.
I got it, buddy.
Oh my god.
Hey, remember that one time when I had to get up to like adjust something at the old house and I just farted in front of the camera and it was like a perfect sound?
Yeah.
I miss those days.
It was a good time. I don't even. Let's drink.
Cheers this drink. Explain this, and then, guys, we're gonna be open and honest with you. We're gonna complain. We're two dudes with microphones. We're not gonna complain about things that don't matter. We're gonna complain about life. Wow.
That's actually really good. I like that a lot. Yeah.
That the chocolate one? Coffee?
Yeah, that's the cacao acid buddy with just simple syrup and vodka.
That's it?
Yeah. The only flavor is the acid buddy. But that's what it tastes like when you put other stuff with it, like syrup, to not taste the acid. Because I forgot the syrup last time. So that's the component. Is like, oh, now you can taste the chocolate and cacao.
Well, the syrup last time made the caramel come.
It did, but it's also because I didn't have simple syrup to add. That was 90% of it.
That's good.
I did, but yeah. And then this is what I made last week.
Yeah, let's find out if this is what I was allergic to. Or if it's just the autoimmune disorder that I have to figure out eventually when I have money again.
I forgot about that too.
God, that is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to look at what's in the bitters. It's Jamaican bitters that's in there, not tiki bitters. But
I'll look. I am leaning more towards it being an autoimmune thing.
yeah,
Like,
that sucks.
because I was, for a while, I was thinking, like, oh, maybe my liver is getting bad. But then I had all those blood labs and everything, and they're like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, sometimes I just break out. Like, I'll have a beer and be like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the same beer I've had all the time. Like, that's what was making me think, oh, liver's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Well,
Oh.
that's really weird.
Yeah, and then it's similar to what Destiny was going through, like not nearly as bad. Of course, she doesn't watch, but still her reactions were like hospital.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
mine are like, my throat's itchy, I'm red, and it's hard to breathe.
Yeah. I can just look and I'm like, oh, you're red. And I'm like, shit.
I could feel it. Normally, I'm like, oh, I'm a little warm. But
Yeah. That's
watch it be the non-alcoholic beer.
well, I'm gonna say give it a week, give it like 10 minutes before you even open that, and just see if anything pops.
Yeah, I do know I have that like that Asian flush thing. Like, I get a little red when I drink anyway, but
That's fair.
yeah, but these ones, I mean, you saw on the
It's
Too
different.
Drunk, I fucking turned purple that one time.
Well, to be fair, 90% of the time you don't start getting that until you actually have enough drinks.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have at least like 3 to 4 drinks.
Yeah, once
We're
I'm
usually
enough
not
to
doing
where
that.
it's like, probably shouldn't drive.
Yeah.
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 That's when I usually get the flush. But
Yeah. Unless you're allergic, it's
yeah.
yeah. It's unlikely.
Who knows?
But
Yeah.
Let me go to it. I found out.
Let's roll one die.
Let's roll one die.
One die and see. You know what? I'm giving you the pizza one. Give me the yellow. Okay, it's an 8 and a 16. Okay.
Okay. It's a 3.
What?
It's a 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
From my angle.
It's a 3.
You should have rolled with an 8, dog. I mean, either way, it's a failed death save.
Yeah, it's fine. No, I basically found out like our taxes were ready to be filed and whatever. Have never had to pay on our taxes in our life. I don't adjust my withholdings or anything like that. Go in, find out that my work decided to adjust them at some point, and now I owe multiple $1,000s. And we are no longer going to Greece because luckily we can get a refund on all of the plane points and I think some of the hotels. We're finding out what yet.
But
But
she's looking into that now.
but also like now I owe money and we can't afford to justify still going and then spending when we thought we were going to get money back to justify spending money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It continues. We'll see you next week.
I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada.
Yeah. By the next episode, you'll be in Canada.
Like I think the day this drops, I'm driving to Canada.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Titties.
Yeah, I might go back to work at that point.
Yeah.
I might just I'm still going to take the week off.
I would, man. Take the time. Vacation at home. Like,
yeah.
Truth be told, I was talking to Chrissy about that earlier. I'm like, and I think I talked to you about it too, a couple weeks ago, where it was like the days that I've tried to be like, all right, I'm having a fuck it. We're doing nothing. Like go get food, go to the hotel, fucking grab some beers, phone in the corner. Like,
yeah.
Haven't been able to have any of those days.
No.
I had the fucking echo, was worried about those results. Results were good.
Good.
And then my mom was like, hey, I'm having surgery. You have to come up here. And I'm like, I gladly will, but now I'm trying to figure all that out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, in hindsight, like, won't get too much into it, but I also got into it with my mom.
Yeah.
And she was also not going to be watching the dogs, so we were going to be dealing with trying to find someone to watch them because, unfortunately, 99% of the time you'd probably be available to like kind of do it.
Yeah, I mean, I did it for Nino. I do it for you guys. I have done it for you a couple times, I think.
Yeah, like
yeah.
It just I was like, of course you were gonna. I literally had forgotten. I was just like, I knew you were going to Canada. I knew you had a trip. I forgot about the pre-trip to the trip.
When you called and explained all that to me and you're telling me, I was like,
he forgot.
You forgot. I was like, when are you leaving? And you're like, Friday. And I'm like, I'm leaving Thursday. I'm like, I can come back. I am a little hesitant. Like, I might take longer and stay there and come back the 20th. Because I'm like, this surgery my mom's getting, like, the more and more she tells me about it, I'm like,
you're going to need help around the house.
Yeah. And she's like, after a couple days, I'll go upstairs. And I was like,
No.
I'm going to text my dad after this and be like, hey, I didn't want to worry you because you're starting your job in Ohio. But when I get there, I'm taking all of your gym equipment and I'm putting it in the corner and I'm bringing the guest room downstairs. And then, like, while I'm there, I'll sleep on the couch. Mom can sleep in the guest bed in the downstairs.
Yeah.
And, like, my mom and my dad were like, oh, we could have moved that beforehand. Like, my dad was offering, and I was like, if need be, I'll move it. And they're like, you're going to move a whole bed by yourself? I'm like, I have. I'm like,
It might take a while, but I'll do it.
I'm like, I've moved them upstairs. I'm like, you want me to move it downstairs? I'll just fucking let go.
Yeah,
Like,
you slide it down.
yeah.
At least, you know what you do? You put your mom in a wheelchair and set her at the base so it runs into her, and at least she's doing something, and it stops.
Just catch it.
Love you.
Just catch it, man. Catch it. It's fine. Your arms work, don't they? Fucking catch it.
Be a good speed bump.
God. No, I wouldn't do that to her.
No, I know. I just laugh thinking about, like, she's like, what you doing?
Catch. I do. I do worry a little bit because I'm like, she's as stubborn as I am. Like,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be like, yeah, I can get up the stairs, and then it's like, how you gonna get down?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's way worse.
what if there's a fire?
Yes. You
Yeah.
Like, you're not rolling.
I'm like, for me, I would go upstairs and set up like some like rope or something in case there is a fire, and then I could just be like, well, leg don't work, jump out the window and fucking slide down. But
I'll be honest with you. My first thought was like, if there's a fire, I'm just bringing a sled upstairs. I'm just sliding that, riding that. I'm doing my
100%.
best to not crash down the stairs.
100%, yeah. But we're also 35 years old.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, my first thought is what, like, that sounds great in theory, and then you put it on stairs and you're like 35 years old, and it's that, but also like the flexing and it just breaking because it's not just solid snow. It's just and then it slides out from your ass, and now you're just tumbling.
yeah. But I think she'll be good, man.
No,
like,
she'll yeah.
It is gonna be a funny situation because she's like, you know, her and my dad are like, yeah, you know, like she'll sleep downstairs the first couple nights is what she was planning, and then she's like, yeah, and then, you know, Andrew, I'll take the guest room where I'm normally at, and I'm like, well, that's upstairs. I'm like, if you need something, like, I'm gonna have the CPAP, and I sleep so much harder now. I'm like, I ain't fucking waking up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I might sleep downstairs too. Like, I'll sleep on the fucking recliner or on the couch if you want the recliner, whatever's more comfortable. We'll watch some fucking horror movies like we did when I was 10.
So, also, just in case for this fact, like, if she does need you and she is yelling and she can't get your attention, bring some, like, Beanie Babies or something so she can just, like, throw them at you.
Yeah. But
I don't know why I thought Beanie Babies, but, like,
it'll
something.
be a funny scenario because she'll have the splint and then the boot eventually just sitting there in the recliner, and then I'll have the fucking CPAP just fucking wired up. Like,
Dad's gonna walk in.
I saw it in.
Oh.
He's in he started that promotion in Ohio yesterday, so
okay, so he's down there
not
already.
even gonna be at home. Like,
Damn.
originally he was gonna be home for it and take some time off, but then he was gonna say no to the promotion, and me and my mom are like, it's like a lot more money.
Yeah.
Like, go
get
do
it.
that. And then also, like, you don't really like living up north if this becomes a permanent position.
Yeah. Yeah. Lower teeth, yeah.
I had a late lunch. But yeah, I'm also like, if this becomes like a permanent position, he's like just outside of Toledo. I'm like, you're probably going to like that area a lot better. Like,
And you're actually closer to me.
yeah, you're an hour and a half away from here. Like,
Yeah, that's not bad, actually.
yeah. I'm like, I would fucking go for it. I'm like, I'll fucking figure it out. Like, how I'm going to get up there. Like, because normally I take the rental up, but now I got to fucking get car insurance.
You're like 40 minutes from Cedar Point, man.
Yeah. I was messing with them a little bit. My dad caught on. My mom didn't really. I was like, I used to drive to Toledo like 2 or 3 times a week, and he was like, for what? My mom was like, you didn't work down there, did you? I was like, no, I didn't. My dad's sitting there like, what did you go down there for? And then he's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I would gladly go down 2 or 3 times a week to see my parents. Like,
Yeah.
we could actually have fucking dinner. Like,
I kind of like, I feel like it'd be really fun if I could have a soundboard and just sit like around your parents, because like the first thing I think of is that if I'm just sitting in that scenario, I'm just hitting a button that's just Fred Durst going, I did it all,
Yeah.
and then that's it. Or not even that. It might even just be the opening beginning into the song.
Yeah.
And just like, and that's it.
Sometimes I just want my dad to like, I want my dad to just sit here, not be on the podcast, but just have a mic and like kind of like a reaction video, like just have him in the bottom corner and just randomly say some shit. Because, dude, he's done some of the funniest fucking roasts, man. Like, fucking, yeah, just pop him right there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But fucking, like, I think it was a couple years back. It might have been 4 or 5 years back. But we're at my brother's house. My cousin Wayne is there, and Dad's there, and we're all just sitting there talking. Like, we haven't even started drinking yet. Like, we're about to start grilling and have some drinks. And my cousin Wayne's like, hey, man, like, wanted to ask what was up with the maid photo shoot. Yeah, and I was like, well, man, you know, like, just trying to normalize it, clothes are clothes, and also, like, I look pretty fucking good in it. And he's like, yeah, but, you know, I just want to double check, like, you a little touched? And I'm like, no, straight-ish, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, honestly, I'm just fucking around, man. And then my dad just goes, yeah, you need to stop fucking around. Settle down. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, we're talking about me joking around with clothes, and you're talking about me hoeing out. How did you even know of this?
No, I mean, like, no, it was just like, yeah, the maid shoot was just because it was hilarious to do. We were like,
honestly, we looked fucking good.
We made it look good. We did our best. Jeff made us look phenomenal. Yeah, Jeff. I should say that's most of it. Jeff made us look really good.
Yeah,
and then it was just fun to like, yeah, fuck it. Like, let's. One, it's funny because people know obviously like we don't dress like that, and we are very like we're straight, and I'm at that point again. I'm in a relationship too. Yeah. So it's just fun to do the thing.
I was literally fucking around.
Yeah. And then like for the sake of it, like it's fun to like just dress like that once in a while for the hell of it. And honestly, not even for like for me, it was fun because it was funny to do the shoot like that.
Yeah.
And the absurdity of doing that like that and being able to be like, all right, well, how like what other funny ways can, because like full transparency, like in my mind, and I think we had talked about it too, like when we did that, like I've always thought like doing that, I'm thinking about like what would make like homophobes uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like it's that's all I think if from that realm is like, all right, like if I did this, like what do I know is going to set off their like what the fuck dar?
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm very happily married. Like, but like, just throw it like, yeah, no, like you can. This is
something you can do.
Yeah, you can do the things.
Which is like extra,
it's fun to be funny and have fun.
It's extra funny because Melissa lived with you by then, right? Or was coming over to visit often?
That was
she had the condo, but was coming over often, and vice versa, I think.
Yeah, we were basically on the verge of we sold the house in the first 6 months of the podcast. So that was like right
at the beginning. It was in January. I'm pretty certain because I was
we did it in January.
I was still talking to somebody at the time.
Yeah, we did it in January because we decided in January.
Yeah.
It was a 2-week decision that it went from this to, we're selling the house and moving.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
But going on with the upsetting the homophobes with that whole thing, like that looked like a couple's shoot.
Yeah.
Between me and you.
Yeah.
So it's valid to be like, oh, that's 2 gay dudes. No. You definitely went to sleep with your now wife.
Yeah.
I was sending Snapchats to a girl who wanted me to come over immediately.
Yes.
Like, that was the gayest, straightest thing we've done next to me joining the fucking army. Like,
I mean, like, one of my favorite things was, like, at some point, like, because Jake and Klump, like,
yeah.
they were asking about, like, because we have, like, lots of gay friends and stuff, and they were just kind of in the, like, well, they are in the same version of us where, like, they view it as, like, there's a spectrum of, like, at what point, like, where you're at. And she was like, well, like, I mean, like, how gay, how cool is he with it, so on and so forth. And she was like, she said, and this is what I told her, was like,
for you or for me?
For me.
Okay.
If there was like he would kiss a dude to make a homophobe really pissed off. Mm-hmm. Like if we were standing in front of like a protester, that would like I don't think we wouldn't break the rule.
We have that line for us.
But like if
no
Jake,
gay shit with me and you.
Yeah. If Jake is standing there, I'm like 1,000% like we're crossing the border and kissing just to piss that dude off.
Oh yeah. Well, fucking.
And it's gonna be the most absurdly gross, like just.
Oh yeah.
Like gross. I'm like, I'm gonna make this dude throw up if I can on purpose.
100%.
Like, so that was. She was like, oh, okay, that's funny. But she knows exactly what that border is. Like that's a perfect description.
100%. Mine, I would definitely do that. Like if I'm at a protest and it's like, or not even a protest. Like if I'm just like, oh, I can tell you're like homophobic. I'm going to make out with a dude next to me.
Yeah.
Like 100%. But also, a couple months later, which this is a lore drop for some people and extra funny. A couple months later, the next girl I was talking to, I was hanging out with her, Jeff, DeAndre, and a bunch of other people at their house. And like we're talking about like, people being kissing and blah, blah, blah. And she's
I'm sorry, you just did the like Rick. And
I'm still coming over as like cold.
I know. I also sorry.
Like I think the dander in our house is getting really bad too.
Oh.
But yeah, we're sitting there talking about like, if we think we're good at kissing, blah blah blah, and then like we somehow got on the topics of like girls kissing girls, and we're like, yeah, that's fucking hot. I love it. And then like the girls that were there were like, I wish dudes would kiss each other. I think that's hot too. And me and Jeff were like, you do? And they're like,
Jeff,
yeah. And they're like, my partner. And they're like, yeah, like if you two kissed right now, like I might go home with one of you. And then me and Jeff were like, like
one of us is getting something.
One of us. And then like we pulled away.
Well, no,
I was like, I'm very straight. He's like, I'm very straight. I was like, you're a good kisser, bro. And he's like, you're a good kisser too. And then they're like, you both are very good kissers. And we're like, what do you think? Like, I'll fucking make out with a dude to go home with a girl too. It's straight.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those things. Like, honestly, that you really should like pose that question to, like,
the internet.
No, to like one of your like homophobic Republican buddies. Be like, hey, if you knew.
I don't have many of them.
I guess I'm more saying not buddies. I mean coworkers. I should say. Buddies at coworkers. You have to be, but you pose it as like, hey, so if you're hanging out with like your best friend, and a really hot girl walks up and says like, hey, like, I'm gonna sleep with one of you if you kiss each other.
You falling on that grenade?
With at least 3 seconds of tongue.
Yeah.
How long? And he's like, would you do it? Knowing that either you or your buddy is going to get, like...
You're going to get something.
Yeah. Again, like, on the hypothetical, like... I guess I got 90% of the time, I assume every one of my coworkers married, so I couldn't pose this question.
Well, maybe.
I could do it to 2. I think I know 2 of my coworkers are single because they're divorced. So that's why I pay for the fucker.
God damn.
Spam call.
I started looking for fucking insurance, and now the spam callers are coming at me again.
Yeah. But no, like, honestly, like, if you have, like, a weird, like, Republican straight guy be like, would you do it knowing either you, like, the chances are either you or...
I have posed this, and I have told them this story. Like it was extra funny because it was when I was in Fairfax, and it was Cordero was there, and Cordero and I do a bunch of gay shit at work, like a bunch of gay shit. Like we fucking like someone will come up to us and be like, "Hey, I need you two to go over there," and blah blah blah. And we'll be like, "Okay," and then we hold hands and skip the whole fucking way there. Like we've been in meetings and just fucking arm like around each other's waist, just sitting in the meeting like, okay, the score is what now? Oh, good job, buddy. And like squeezed a little, you know. But I have posed that question, and it was
honestly,
it was my Mexican coworker. So he was like a little homophobic, but more like culturally raised that way.
yeah.
And then like I brought that question up, and he was like, "Oh, would you ever kiss a dude?" I was like, "Buddy, I have, but also let me ask you." And I asked him that question. I was like, "Guaranteed, you or your best friend will get laid.
One of you.
Are you gonna make out with him?" And he's like, "I don't know if I would do that." And I was like, "Well, here, let me ask you this." I was like, "You or your best friend are gonna get laid, but one of you has to fuck the ugly girl. Like, not even fuck them. Just go make out at the bar. Land on the grenade, as the fucking douchebags say. You gotta do that. Are you gonna do that?" "Yeah, of course, man." I'm like, same thing as making out with a dude.
You're making out with someone you don't want to for the sake for your buddy. Like it, yeah, literally. Like it's just like at this point, it's just
no
at least
sexual attraction.
Yeah.
You are wingmanning somebody. Like
at
this
least
sounds
yeah.
toxic masculinity bullshit. I promise you, it's not.
Oh no!
Like-
Again, I think it's understood at this point that we're talking about trying to convert. No, it's just like you either gets like, all right, you made out with your best friend and now get to tell him like,
Yeah, like
get one of you's getting something out of it.
truth be told, we have that.
Or
line.
you have now a regrettable decision of making out with some person that you have honestly at this point hurt because you've faked something.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. That's why you call it the douchebaggery thing. Is like
it is worse to pretend to be interested in somebody so your friend can get with somebody.
Yes.
Whereas if it's like, hey, you and me, like I'll say this, we have the line, but if you and Melissa were not dating yet, like if this was 10 years ago, however long ago,
yeah,
and Melissa was like, yeah, I'll go out with Brandon if you two make out, 100% we're making out.
Yeah. Guaranteed. I should be like, how long?
Yeah,
that would be the
that
question.
Would literally be the question.
Like guaranteed. Again, like you've heard it here. I have said like, let me know when I have to get roofied for you to find your person. Like, he did it for me.
June 3rd. Now that
do it during the week. Do it well. At least do it. At least claim it on the week that I'm off.
Let me see if that's a weekend.
Do it while I'm with my in-laws. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Because you're gonna get roofied and make out with Kirk.
No, but that legit though. That's one of those funny things. Is
say,
like
though, now that I've said that on the podcast, that might happen,
so
and I have to
funny.
make sure that's a fucking weekend. Oh, that's a Wednesday.
So yeah, that's pretty.
Not June
that's
3rd.
But no, like legitimately, that is funny to like pose those kind of questions to people that would like even question.
Yeah, and
like helping.
Truth be told, this has happened to me 4 times. Like 5. 4 of which I was the friend who got the girl. The 5th time was the friend who got the girl.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so at this point, because you say that, my mind goes to a thought of like, this is some weird extortion of you. That they're like, all right, so we found this one guy. He's willing to just kiss other dudes, and then on like 1 or 2 podcasts where like chicks were talking about like if they watch porn, they watch gay porn because they're like, it's either gay or it's either lesbian or dude on dude. And I'm like, you just keep happening to find all the girls that want dude on dude, and they're just like, I think I can get them to do that.
Yeah. There's certain things you can't get me to do.
Yeah.
But
Again, kissing is a borderline. Let's not. That's everyone's borderline. That's not like, yeah. you can do it again, especially if you can be like, that's quick.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
But like, so I'm just laughing, thinking in my head, like, all right, you just happen to find 4 girls that were like, hey, you can totally get that guy to do it.
It's on the internet now. It's been on the internet. Like, you text me right now and be like, I'll fucking make out with you if you make out with that dude. I'll do it.
Just for the sake of noting it,
I am a little red.
no, you are the same red that you were when you started.
Okay. I was going to say I do feel hot, but it's
paying
warm
attention
outside now, so.
When we started, that's why I keep staring at the clock, is like, I'm trying to note, like, how long I am to, like, where you are. You're the same as when you started.
Okay.
So it's not that drink.
I am leaning towards this autoimmune thing. And also, I was sicker, so my immune system was already,
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm
So that
leaning
could
towards
confirm
this
it.
one of those where it's like,
Yeah.
just random reactions. Like,
Yeah.
Because I had it, like, I told the story about the peanut butter. I did have it to bread.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
randomly, like, I had a fucking sandwich, and, like, it was shit I always had. And, yeah.
Well, honestly, for me, like, full stop, like, as soon as we started, once we started drinking the cocktails, I looked at your face, looked at the time, and I could see, like, you had already obviously gotten a little bit redder because it's warmer up here. Mm-hmm. And then I was just being like, all right, like, I'm just staring at the spots on your forehead specifically, and they have not advanced.
Okay.
And that's where I'm like, all right, you have not, like, shown signs you're allergic.
I had a bit of the red from the CPAP as well too, which
that's why I stopped looking at your face, because you do noticeably have a little bit of red because of that.
Yeah. Which I got new wipes.
Yeah.
For the CPAP and for my face.
It is nicer than it was last week. But yeah, I last week when I noticed that it was your forehead, I was like, oh, it's there. Honestly, it's always, from my tell, is always your left side right along here.
Okay.
It's if it starts to crack into your temple, and then it really starts to raise your skin on the like middle part of your head. That's when I know it's like, oh,
mine is always like
an allergic something.
And it's hard to tell now because I'm still getting over the cold. Mine is always right here. Like, I can feel like the little bit of like harder to breathe and like some warmth there. But
yeah,
I'm gonna die eventually.
Yeah, eventually. We'll get there.
I said I was planning for 30. That would have been real bad for you because I think I lived here.
Yeah. I
wasn't planning anything. Not then.
Well, at this point, buddy, you need to stay a lot longer.
I mean, a little while.
A little longer.
Yeah. I'm going to have a little niece or nephew again that I got to help out with.
Yeah, at some
my
point.
Cats.
That's it. At least the cats.
Truth be told, and I've said it on here, the cats were like a huge, like, mental game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, animals are... I mean, as I kind of referred to earlier, like part of not going to Greece is...
the animals, yeah.
Like, we really were at this point where, like, some of our options were, like, splitting the dogs up, and we know how much Penny didn't like having to be boarded.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those, like, I just don't like... I know, like, she's a dog, and at some point, like, their memories are not super strong.
Yeah, there's not as much object permanence and long term,
But I can never get over thinking, like, putting her in a place and letting her think, like, we abandoned her at a shelter-style place.
Something like that will stick.
Yeah.
And I don't like doing that either. Like, every time I travel for work, like, luckily, you know, the cats know I do come back, but every time I go, I'm like, I want to fucking bring the cats with me. And I'm like, but I'm in a hotel. Like, I'm worried that the fucking housekeeping is going to do that. And then I'm also worried, like, oh, I'm going to come back and then we got to reintroduce. And then I'm only back for 2 days. And then it's like 5 hours or an 11-hour drive. Like,
it's a lot. And that's where it's like, having to deal with like. I mean, and to be fair, we did have a setup where we were gonna have essentially a couple, someone that we trust and Melissa actually does know from the gym. They were gonna stay over. I don't know if they were gonna stay, like, you know, but at least they were going to make sure they went out at least a couple times a day or something.
It probably would have been what I did with Nino. Like, there were a few times where I would stay the night, but then there were other times where I was like, yeah, I gotta go do something.
Yeah.
I'll stay until 8 o'clock at night, and then I'm back over at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I stay for a little bit, and then I go do my stuff,
Yeah.
and then I'm back at 4, you know.
I mean, like, at this point, like, we were fully accepting to find at least, like, 2 or 3 accidents by the point, and we were like, we'll deal with it, that's fine. Like, but knowing, I just didn't want to have the, like, because I know how bad we felt on our wedding day that we had to put Penny in. Because it was every single person that would watch them was at our wedding.
And like I said, I would have been like, I honestly, if Luda wasn't blind, I could have probably brought Penny and Bonnie. And like, you know, that would have went over fine. Like, there would have probably been a few little kinks to work out.
Yeah.
But it probably would have been okay. But with Luda being blind, like, I know he's been around. I think he's been around my grandma's dog. I'm not for certain.
We would have paid you just for the drive up there because Bonnie is fine. Penny, will never stop whining in a car. It is the bane of our existence when we drive with her. Is that, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think when we went to Hawking Hills, because it was at least like 2 hours. It was so long that she finally just like fell asleep. But I think we also started trying to get like that was the time we started trying to buy like calming chews. That she could eat them and then like calm down. Might have worked. Not a lot, but enough. Yeah. But like,
that's another thing that would have sucked with the cats is like, dude, if and sad. If Milkshake was alive, that cat would be going with me every time I traveled.
Yes.
Like, that girl was like, fuck yeah, car rides, let's go.
Yeah.
Fucking Malt and Bird. My God, dude.
Like most animals probably don't like to travel.
The entire drive is just screaming. Whereas Milkshake
most cats.
Milkshake would be like, yo, we're vibing. Oh, we're stopping through a drive-through. I'm going to talk to him too. Yeah. The only time she would like, the only time she ever like, meowed at me in like a distressed way was like, I'm about to shit. like she fucking knew, like, don't shit on my car. Like, I don't know how she knew it. She was like, I'm not gonna shit on your car seats. She literally jumped in my lap after meowing a lot, and then she looked at me and was like, meow. And like there was like sadness in her eyes, and I was like, what's the matter? And then she just shit on my pants, and I was like, all right, I get it. And then she moved over to the passenger seat and looked at me like, you can wash that. And I'm like, I can. I don't know how you knew this. Like,
that's fucking, I love that though.
Literally as I pulled into my parking spot at my townhouse, I was like, we were right there.
You had like 2 minutes, but at least she knew.
But I think she knew, like, don't shit on my car.
Yeah.
Because you can't get the poop out of the car seats. But the other ones, man, they just fucking scream. And I'm like, I'm not going to put them through that because that's a traumatic event.
Yeah.
Every single time.
No, and we knew, like, Penny didn't really like being at the border place. Like, she's just such a home girl. Like, I mean, she's a COVID dog.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, literally.
So it's, you know, to be fair, I mean, before we got her, she was a COVID dog.
Yeah.
The description we got from her was she avoided everyone except for you two.
Yeah.
So it's something that, like, I mean, literally Bonnie was the one that was fine. It was Penny.
Yeah.
That we were like, ah, shit, but Dude, I'm not. It's such a weird thing to be like, we're not going anymore, and because there's my body didn't even get to the point of like really feeling like we're going.
Yeah.
Cause like usually like the week before we're gonna go, I start being like, all right, I can kind of like I'm getting excited, like we can go.
And then you start coasting at work.
Yeah, but like because of the identity theft shit, like I've been so hyper focused on that, I haven't even really gotten into like I'm excited to go. Like it was just like I have to get this done now.
Yeah.
And I mean technically, I'm getting it done anyway, but like.
It's the same thing I was saying earlier. The burnout has just been continuing.
Yeah.
Like, I had it a little bit this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm taking Friday to fucking the 23rd off work. Like, I'm gonna go up and hang out with my mom. Like, sure, I gotta help her with some stuff, but like, I'm gonna have nothing to do. Like, and then also sounds kind of shitty, but when I travel, I have a lot less responsibilities.
Yeah.
I go to work, I go to the hotel, I go to sleep. Like,
literally your responsibilities when you were on travel were essentially recording the podcast.
Yeah.
Because everything else was automated.
It sounds shitty, but I'm like, yeah, once I go to Canada, like, I'm going to go to sleep at 6 p.m. Like, for probably the first 3 or 4 days I'm there. And then it's going to be like, well, I can go to the gym. I can cook some food. I'm going to miss my cats. I'm going to miss you guys. But, like, I don't have to worry about cleaning the house. I don't have to worry about commute to and from work, really. Like, it's a 20-minute drive. Like,
yeah. I mean, shit, like, honestly, once you go to Canada again, like, you should, I gotta triple check, like, which area you're in again. I'll really try and find you some fun things to do.
Mississauga, yeah.
I'll try and find you some shit. I'll find you some fun cocktail places. Just be like, just for the sake of like, here's some fun places I would go, just to give you. I don't even if you want to do something.
Well, I'm also looking at it as like, we talked about the cost of the fucking insurance and everything.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind on paying the debt off. I'm a little behind on buying the house. I'm like, maybe when I go to travel, like, if I'm up there for a while and then when I come back to Orion, I'm like, maybe I just don't go anywhere this year and like spend $50 on groceries and just eat taco salads all year. Like, and then everything's caught up.
I mean, honestly, dude, like, you can, like, some of the meals we do, like, we don't spend that much on groceries.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm saying, like, it's also easier when I travel, too, because, like, when I'm home, I just don't want to do much. And then, like, I want to, it's going back to the whole being single and having to go out and mingle type shit. Like, I gotta go do shit. I gotta go see friends. I gotta go see you. I gotta go to this party. Like, I don't cook when I'm home.
I mean, neither did I.
Yeah, like, when I travel, I'm like, I'm fucking making bangers, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do hit that, like, 4 a.m., like, I'm single and I'm 34. No. Like, I hit that a lot more when I travel, Pay for fucking Tinder Gold.
I mean,
fucking $5 a week.
I mean, the one thing you can always tell yourself there is like, I mean, like, her aunt got remarried.
Yeah.
And you're like, you'll find you will find them. It's just when.
I'm also, I'm like a little less worried about it now.
That's fair.
Like,
good. That's the way to be.
It hit a lot more last year. This year, and it might be a little bit of the weight loss and feeling myself a little bit more, but like,
as you should. I
have gone to a few things and been like, I think if I DM'd them, it'd work.
I mean, like, being like straight about it, like,
be gay about it.
Wow. No, but like being real, like the
I think that's actually the episode title. I know we were joking about doing the text I sent you this morning, but I think it's Be Gay About It.
that's fair. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
But like for those like 4 chunk years where like I wasn't with anyone and I was just kind of like obviously like here and there I was like deciding to shoot some shots on the shot 1 or 2, but like nothing real significant. And then I think that's where like you should be is like, all right, I know, like I'm sure I could shoot a shot if I want to, sure, but like it's just not worth it to me. I've always just thought like the intermingling and possibly hurting someone's feelings is not worth the like I can just literally knock one out and you can get rid of half of these feelings I'm feeling.
Yeah, I
Like
think
to hurt someone else was no point.
I think it's like I'm in a mindset where like
Also, we're at an age where someone is probably fine with the whatever, but
I think I have been at that mindset since I've been like 25, where it's like, if you just want to fool around, I'm cool with that. Like, you know.
yeah.
And I don't think you were or ever would be at that mindset, which
That's also the big part of it.
yeah, but that's also where I'm at, where it's like now, like, yeah, if somebody fucking texted me right now and was like, yo, let's fuck, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go. But I'm also like,
I'd tell you to stop. I'd end the episode.
yeah, 100%. We'd go home. If somebody texted me right now and was like,
You
yo,
just show me the phone and I'd be like,
yeah. A callback. If somebody texted me and was like, yo, I will go to Edie's hotel and fuck him right now if you make out with him on camera, we'd fucking do it. 100%. We'd break the fucking splitter again. But the point I was gonna make was like, whenever I am like hooking up with somebody or talking to somebody, it's usually pretty obvious. So like anybody that is interested in me, they usually back off. Like, and I don't want to be like, oh well, I'm just doing this to do it. Like, and like, yeah, we're having our fun right now, but somebody that might have been interested in me that's a good match is now backing off. Like, so that's why I'm not doing the shoot my shot just for the hell of it shit anymore.
yeah,
Yeah. Which
it's fair.
I am saying this on the podcast now, and I really haven't talked to Chrissy or Fred about this. It's nothing on you guys, but there have been many people like my buddy Justin. The last time I was hanging out at a party with him, like we were fucking around with him, and like this one guy was like, yeah, Justin, you got all these hot girls, when are you gonna send one my way? And I was like, that's a shitty thing to say. So in order to give Justin the out, I looked at him and I was like, yeah, when are you gonna send the hot girls my way? And he was like, I thought you were dating the person you live with. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm just their roommate. They're dating my buddy Fred. Like, he's really cool. And he's like, oh, fuck, man. He's like, there's been so many people I could have sent your way that would have been a perfect match. That's been like 7 of my friends that are like, I thought you were in a relationship. And I'm like, no, I'm very much alone.
I'm like, no, I'm like, that is one of the most platonic relationships of my entire life.
I'm like, I've been bros with so many of their partners. Like,
yes, no, like, like she is as close to a sister to you as you could possibly imagine.
And then there was also somebody who wanted to introduce me to somebody at your show, but thought I was dating Jeff. And I'm like,
that was funny.
Check my Facebook. It says single.
Is it the same person?
No.
Oh, okay, different person.
It was somebody else. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Somebody I knew, but like didn't remember that I had like re-met at the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I wound up remembering who they were, and they were like, oh my God, my fucking cousin. And I was like, I would fuck your cousin.
My fucking cousin. I'll fuck your cousin.
I'm from Kansas. I'll fuck anybody's cousin except for my own.
Yeah.
Unless I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, like that. That's just a funny little bit that has been I guess, detrimental to like the whole matchmaking stuff of like,
Yeah.
you know, but also like it's whatever.
Yeah.
But the main point I was making is like, yeah, I could definitely like, there's probably 3 people I could message and be like, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah. And that's where you want to be at, is knowing like, yeah, if like I want to, sure, but like, again, like I was never at that point because I never wanted to be, but like that's where you want to be.
I have gotten very close a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've somewhat talked about it, but yeah. Yeah, to be fair, like I don't blame you at this point. Like again, it's at this age it's a little different too.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is like when I was, you know, pre-30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fuck around, I'll do whatever. Like 2021 and 2022 were, yeah. Especially the start of 2021, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I might have started another pandemic. But, you know, like it's where it's at. There is, you know, the lonesome shit.
Yeah.
Which
no, and that's
everybody who's been single for more than fucking 3 months understands that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, it'll come around. Everyone, it from what again, like, literally, like, her aunt got remarried in her 50s, like, you find it. It's just...
really, the big problem is just travel.
Yeah.
Which, again, that's...
Luckily, this time, it's not as nearly as long as it should be last time from what it... Well, I know you said they plan to start the project in July, right?
But also the project that I'm tearing down and inventorying was supposed to be my project when I started this job.
That's fair.
Yeah. So we don't know. Which again is why, you know, when I come home, I go to a party. You know,
yeah.
Like, and when I come home this time, there's a party, which, to be fair, it is our friends, and I'm not going to actively try to, you know, go for any of them, but, you know, hey, if one of you are into me and you're single, DM me.
Yeah, basically.
I'm sure I might. We'll give it a try. We'll go get fucking coffee. Come to Canada.
I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to think of how many people even show up to our parties that are single.
Not many.
No, it's a lot of... I'm sorry.
Which is why I usually go to a Travis or a Justin party.
That's fair. Yeah. I should... Again, realistically, we're best friends. You know every single person that I know, so it's not like I can invite someone that might be
like if
match.
If you invited somebody that was single, like... I'll say this because I have thought of this before, of like you and Melissa trying to play matchmaker for me. And this was years ago when Kyle was single, when he first moved back. And I was like, if Brandon and Melissa had tried to play matchmaker for me, they would throw a party like they usually do. Kyle would probably be invited. Kyle and I are very similar, so it would be me and Kyle competing for the person you were trying to play matchmaker for. And I would full on be like, well, I love Kyle. You take this, buddy. I'll make out with you so you can get laid. Like, and you would be like, no, that's for Edie. And I'm like, this is for Kyle. Whereas now I would blatantly know. Because I'd be like, there's nobody you're trying to hook up.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually, like, while you were sitting there and you saw me do it,
you're like, I have somebody. What are you doing April 3rd? Driving home.
Maybe, probably not. But I was like, eh.
It's fine.
But yeah, I was just
to get roofied.
Wow.
Wow.
I do have a wife that will at least contain me.
Yeah.
She is strong enough to do so.
She is.
Like, actually, I don't have to worry
is.
about it. She is strong enough to contain me if she had to.
But also, honestly, I think if you had gotten roofied with my medical experience, I would be more worried about you and less worried about you trying to get me with my wife. I'd be like, Brandon, I need to take care of you.
Well, that's... I mean, to be fair, but what hijinks would I have gotten into?
That's true.
Because that's the thing, is your hijinks was trying to get me married.
Yeah.
My hijinks... yeah, at that point, I don't know what it would have been.
We would overthrow the government, and I would help.
To be fair, I'm not going to lie. I feel like at that point, I would have just got... No, well, I don't know. Because I was in such a, like, responsible point at that point, because I had to drive the U-Haul.
Yeah.
But also, I would have gotten roofied. So it's hard to say how much responsibility my subconscious would take over to, like...
I think honestly,
I have to drive the U-Haul to I'm going to get hammered.
Truthfully, roles would have just been swapped. Like,
I would have just found you someone.
Yeah, like I would have.
Are you saying I have to get roofied at the next fanfare?
No. Fuck no. Don't. That sucked. I still
might play it.
There's like a pit in my stomach every time this comes up where I'm like, I don't know what I did. Like,
yeah. To be fair, as far every single person that matters knows what happened, so they're like, oh,
but still,
and
but still,
it's still a thing.
It's like we joke, and I'll continue to joke because that's how I cope. But it is a traumatic experience. Like I don't, even if it means me meeting my wife, I do not want you to get roofied. Like I will stay single for the rest of my life.
I'll do a half one.
Okay.
I'll black out for like 2 hours.
I love how we started this episode with like, I'll make out with a dude if you can get laid. I'll get roofied if you can meet your wife.
I'll do a half one.
Like,
hey, you know what? Honestly, I'll make a fun event out of it. I'll take half one. I'll beg you do whatever you want with me. We'll have fun.
I was gonna say honestly, like
she's just gonna have me clean the house.
Yeah,
it'll be great. I'll just be high as fuck, clean the house.
Do it here. Do it here. We don't even have to go to a party.
We'll have the cleanest carpet we've ever had.
Have your fucking wife roofie you at home, and then be like, just every 15 minutes, be like, who should he marry? And just ask.
Like, I'll just start yelling names and you're just gonna write them down.
Don't do that.
I'm just gonna. Hey, if I just start yelling out numbers, just know it's probably a social security number, and you might need to get a hold of someone to figure out whose it is. But I gave it to you.
You're gonna start yelling out numbers and be like 515, and I'm like, Brandon, shut up.
Is it an address or social security? Blah blah blah. If I start getting to letters after 5 letters, numbers, you know.
But the funny bit is we talked about me being like, yeah, I will gladly make out with you if you can date Melissa. I gladly got roofied for you so you could marry Melissa.
To be fair, it wasn't a post
question.
It wasn't
on purpose. True.
But in hindsight, it worked out.
It is wild that it's like, yeah, I'll do some gay shit for you. Also,
realistically, to be fair, like...
Somebody else was supposed to get roofied. Well, shittily enough, yeah.
That and you got taken care of pretty well. There was a lot of people around enough to know that like something's odd. Yeah. Let's go get his best friend to be like, hey, you got to do something. Yeah. And then everyone was like, something's off. Yeah. Every single person that saw you that night was like, something was off. They all knew it wasn't you, so they were like. All right.
It was either
they were just like, I'm not close enough to handle this situation.
It was either something is going on with him mentally or something else happened. Like yeah. No, it was pretty evident after a chunk. So it was, to be fair, like I feel like 90% of people forgot about it, or they know exactly what happened. They're like, oh yeah, and then they have forgotten about it because of that. They were like, oh, write it off, done. We just talk about it because it's a pretty significant moment in my life. It's significant, and again, I use humor to cope, so I will continue to joke about this until I'm dead. When
Traumatic.
I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm almost 34. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna die at 69, October 3rd.
At least make it 31st, so it's haunty.
No, October 3rd, because Full Metal Alchemist and Mean Girls.
October 5th, we uploaded the teaser of this podcast.
Yeah, but October 3rd is Never Forget, and also
True.
it was a Tuesday.
You're not wrong. Thank you guys for listening and watching.
I knew the ending was coming. I knew. We didn't complain as much as I thought.
There's
We'll complain on the remote episode because I'm gonna be in Canada.
My body is just I don't even know what to just do anymore. I'm just expecting it to get worse and am not even trying to understand how. So I'm just like, all right, let's just roll with it. And if it gets better, cool. Like I said earlier, I'm like expecting it to get better and having a better year is not panned out. So if
it'll get there.
Reverse psychology. Let's pan it for it to get worse, and then
get there.
We'll maybe go there. Either way,
we'll get there. I will say my body feels okay, and I think my dick is about 1.5 inches bigger.
Nice. Be nice to those that deserve it,
and fight those that don't.
Fuck ice. Bye, guys.
Fuck ice.